Hi guys, so today's video is something a little bit different. Please ignore my hair, it's an absolute mess. I'm trying to get the camera into that's better. Yeah, so I have a different type of video for you today, and this is going to be my top Holygrail makeup products. So I'm just going to jump straight in. And can I just say that if you've been like subscribed to me or you've known me for quite a long time, you won't be surprised by most of these products, but I just wanted to do a different type of video as I really enjoy doing these more sort of chatty types of videos. So yeah, and I'm just going to point out the obvious. I'm missing a nail on this finger and my thumbnail because I can't find them anywhere, so please let's ignore that, but let's get on with the video. And by the way, I hope you like my background. I know it looks a bit like busy but please let me know what you think, and as I said, ignore my bush of a hair. Okay, so I'm going to start off with something that if you know me then you will know that I was going to talk about this product, but this is the MAC lipstick in Myth, and this is my favourite nude ever, and just MAC lipsticks in general are my favourite lipsticks. You'll be able to see it here. So this has more of a sort of pinky base to it. My hair's literally like so static. Yeah, this has more of a pinky sort of base to it, so it's a more sort of pinky nude. I prefer this on me when I've got a little bit of a tan, and I know that like most people would say that's like concealer lips, but I like to add a gloss or something over the top of it. A bit like when Crispy wears this, Crispy makeup, she always wears like a gloss with it, or she wears Oak lip pencil, which is also one of my favourite sort of lip pencils by MAC. Yeah, this is my favourite, oh, I dropped it. This is my favourite nude by MAC, and this is one of my favourite lipsticks ever, and it just goes with every single makeup look. Like some nudes I find are far too dark to go with certain like eye looks, whether it's a black smoky eye, but this literally just goes with everything. So I will forever repurchase this, and this is actually my second one. Still got quite a bit left of this one, but my other one is literally like this big now. So my mum was kind enough to buy me this one last year for my birthday, so thanks mum. Next lip product I want to quickly mention is the NYX lip liner in Natural, and this is a mechanical lip pencil. As you can see, I have none left, and I will be repurchasing this because this is literally my favourite lip liner ever. It's so like creamy and pigmented, and it goes on so nicely. That's it next to Myth, and this just goes with every single nude ever, and it has more of a sort of brown tone to it. So although, like I said, certain lipsticks can be a bit too dark, I find that when I mix this with Myth, it gives me the perfect combination, and I also find that I can overline my lips with this and it still look sort of naturalish, like it doesn't look too over the top like some lip pencils can tend to do. So I really love this, and this will always be my holy grail lip liner, especially for nudes. I'd even say you could use this when wearing like brown lipsticks as well, because it has that sort of brown undertone to it. So I love this lip pencil by NYX. The next couple of lip products I want to mention are glosses, and these are by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and these are my two favourite shades by her. I have the shade Undressed and I have the shade Gilded, which is a more sort of gold. And you wouldn't like expect to be able to wear like a gold gloss like on an everyday basis, but it honestly looks so nice. So here we have Undressed, and then here we have Gilded. So Undressed, Gilded. And what I love about these is how pigmented they are and are so creamy, and you don't even really need to wear a lipstick with these like underneath, because most of the time when I wear like a gloss I'll wear like a lipstick underneath, but you could literally just line your lips and then pop these on and you'll be good to go. You wouldn't even have to use a lip liner. Like they're literally like, they're so pigmented. I've never known a gloss to be so pigmented. 1 second, where's... Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so for instance, here's a Revlon gloss. This is in the shade 240 Fatal Apple. Right, okay. This is compared to an ABH one. So look at the comparison compared to the ABH ones. This is the Revlon one. And look how sheer it is. You can see my hand through it. Whereas look how pigmented these ones are. So that is a pretty shade, but when I first got this I was like, oh, because I'm so used to using the ABH ones, whereas with this one I just wasn't really impressed. And I'm just going to show you that red next to an ABH gloss that I have, which is red. And you can see the difference. And it's quite a big difference. So here's the ABH one. And here's the Revlon one. So as you can see, that is so pigmented. And it makes the Revlon one look pretty sheer and pretty... not bad quality, because not everyone likes a pigmented gloss, but I just think that these are so worth it, and they smell nice as well. I bought Undressed, just got that on my leg. I bought Undressed separately, and then I picked up the ABH full sort of holiday set when I was in America last year, so that's why I have like these other colours as well, and I have some like pinks and that. But I will say that this gold and Undressed are my favourite. As you can see, like the writing's starting to rub off where I've used this so much. This is my go-to sort of nude gloss, and I really want to pick up the shade Butterscotch too. But yeah, I will forever repurchase these two shades by her. So I love these glosses. I just need to get a makeup wipe out to wipe my hand now. Next up, I just want to talk about foundation. So here I have the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and you might be a bit surprised and think, oh, that's one of your Holygrail foundations and it's drugstore. But this is actually one of the best foundations I've ever tried. As it says on the tin, it's matte and poreless. Like it makes your skin look poreless, so say if you have big pores, this is a really good foundation for you. And although it's matte, it's not like, you know, like you can get some matte foundations, like I have the, let me find it, I have the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation, and I will say this is one of the most heaviest, cakiest foundations I own. I love it when it's applied with the beauty blender and if you apply a small amount, but this is very, very heavy. Whereas this, and yeah, this is quite matte as well, but it's very cakey when you apply it. You know, like a lot of certain matte foundations look very cakey on the skin where they're so heavy and full coverage. This is just a dream. And I have the shades 128 Warm Nude and 228 Soft Tan. So these shades, these are just like backups of one another. And this is the shade that I'll wear when like my fake tan's like coming off, and when like my skin's a bit fairer, and then I'll sort of bronze my neck. And then this is my fake tan shade. I will say that I haven't tried like I haven't picked up the one in the English packaging yet, but I really like this packaging. I think it looks really like classy, and I love the fact that it's got like blue and black. I just think, I don't know, blue and black are some of my favourite colours. So, and this is just the best foundation ever. Also, when I apply highlighter on top of this, I don't find it goes like cakey or like dry or like flakes off or anything. I think it looks absolutely flawless, and this is the foundation that if I don't know what foundation to wear on a daily basis or whatever, I'll just whack this on and I'm good to go, because I know that it's like good coverage. It keeps my face like quite matte in the areas that I want it to be matte, and I just love it. So, well, I mean, in the fact that if I didn't want my skin to be matte like on certain parts, then I'd just apply like an illuminating primer underneath the foundation. Yeah. Then my next favourite product, hold on, how many have I done? Okay, this is my 5th favourite product. So this is the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation, and this is in F300. I absolutely love this because it has more of an olive tone, so if you wear fake tan, or if you're naturally tanned, or if you just got back off holiday, this is amazing because as I said, it has that more olive undertone to it instead of being like super yellow like some foundations can be. This is really nice, and it gives you like, I'd say, a medium to full coverage. I normally mix this with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, but on its own it's just as nice. And this is the shade that I wear when my fake tan started to rub off, or sometimes I'll mix it with either a lighter or a darker foundation, and this is just amazing. And also it has no SPF in it, so it's absolutely brilliant in pictures. And yeah, I love also how you know how much product you got left for the fact that it like moves up the bottle. This is my 2nd bottle of this, and as you can see, I've almost gone through this one. These are £12 each, and I have nothing bad to say about it. Amazing price, amazing foundation. And my best friend wore it the other day when she forgot her makeup when we went out, and it even suited her, like the colour. And so yeah, it's very universal to a lot of different skin tones and a lot of different skin types, because she has very dry skin. Mine's more sort of dehydrated, but I do get oily, so pick this up if you're on the lookout for a new foundation. The next foundation that I want to talk about is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and this is just an amazing foundation for if you want that flawless skin. Again, like I said, I'll mix this in with the Invisiwear. Mine is in the shade Y415, and I use this shade when I'm tanned, and sometimes I mix it with the EX1 if I want it lighter, or I just want it to be a bit more sort of olivey. And this is just, it makes me look so flawless, especially like in pictures, like if you have the flash on or anything, because this is made for filming and like photography, and if you've got the flash on, because it has no SPF in it, and that's why it's Ultra HD, because it's trying to, well, it's making your skin look like Ultra HD, ultra high definition, making it look as best as it possibly could. So I absolutely swear by this, and especially if you're doing someone's makeup and you want their skin to look really nice in pictures and you don't want it to look cakey, this is amazing. And again, it's my second bottle. Well, actually I had the usual HD foundation, but that's the new one and I prefer that. Hands down, prefer that one to the old one. The next product I want to talk about, I've used it all, basically used it all up, as you can see, is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toast, and I use this all the time to cream contour. Now when I cream contour, I prefer my cream contour to be a little bit more warmer, because I prefer when I blend it out that, I don't know, it's just giving my face a little bit more warmth. As you can see, my like contour looks very sort of, it's a lot more warmer than what most people would go for, but I don't like to go for a more cooler tone because I find it can make me look very ashy. So that's why I normally like to sort of cream contour with a more sort of bronzier shade like this. And this isn't too warm and it's not too cool. It's literally the perfect shade, and especially if I'm very tanned, it works for me. If I'm very fair, I just have to blend it out a little bit more and not use so much. And I also like this, that if your fake tan's starting to rub off whatever, sometimes I'll just take a couple of swipes of it down my neck and I just blend it in with a brush, and it's literally fixed your dodgy fake tan problems. So I love this and I'll always repurchase this. The best thing about this is it's so cheap. It's literally like £2 or £3 off of eBay, and I believe that Beauty Bay do it as well now. And yeah, again, I bought this for my best friend at Christmas, and this suits her skin tone as well. So you could even use this if you was really fair, especially if you really want to bronze up your face. Like, you don't have to use it to cream contour. You could just literally add little touches of it around like the perimeter of your face where the sun would naturally hit you, and you'd be good to go. So this I literally swear by. So the 7th Holygrail product is a lash glue, and this is a Revlon Precision Clear Lash Adhesive, and I've used this for must be about 2 years or 3 years. This is my favourite lash glue. I swear by this. It's waterproof. It literally, like, it doesn't budge, but sometimes I will say that depending on what lashes you wear, you have to sort of add a little bit more to the inner corner because of it lifting. But I just find that sometimes because of the lash, not because of the glue. And sometimes it can depend on what eyeliner you're wearing as well. Like, sometimes if you wear a gel, sometimes it can flake off. But I will always apply like a little bit of lash glue into the inner corner and the outer corner anyway, just so to prevent it from lifting and everything, because I've worn lashes for about 5 years now. Obviously not the same pair, but I've worn them for a very long time, so I sort of know what to expect with eyelashes. So I absolutely swear by this, and I think it's latex free. I'm pretty sure this is latex free. And I get the clear one. I used to get the black one, but sometimes I'd find that, like, if you're not wearing eyeliner, you get like this like really harsh black line on your eyelid. So the clear one is the best one if you wear like thinner lashes, or if you just want it to dry clear. But if you have like maybe like a black smoky eye and you don't want to bother with eyeliner or anything like that, then you could just use the black one and you'd be good to go. And yeah, I've never had any trouble with this not drying clear anyway, but I just, you know, if you want to try out the black one, then by all means try out the black one. But this is about £4 or £5. It's really cheap, and I think this is like the new packaging as well. It's very pretty and sleek. And then my 8th Holy Grail this should be my first because this is my favourite eyeliner ever. But this is the NYC liquid liner in black. This is the black one. This is not the pearlized black. Just done a swatch of it on my hand. This is literally like one swipe. And you'll be able to see why this is my favourite liner. Everyone on Instagram always asks me what liner I wear because this is so matte black and it's so pigmented as well. If I wear a gel liner, I always apply this on top just for the fact to make it even darker and intense. And I just always use this. No other liquid liner I've tried is like this. I've tried the Urban Decay one, I've tried Miss Sporty ones, I've tried Collection, where else? MUA, Rimmel. I've tried 2 Rimmel ones. Nothing compares to this, but the only bad thing about this is you can't get it in the UK anymore because for some reason in Superdrug they don't do NYC anymore. But you can get it on Amazon. If you would like me to link down below where I get mine, then I will, but it's only literally about £2 or £3. And if you live in America, then you're lucky enough that they haven't discontinued it in America, I hope, because next time I go to America I'll buy about 10,000 of these. But this is my favourite liner ever and I recommend it to everyone, especially if you love liquid liner. And it's so easy to make a wing with. As you can see, that's it dried now and it's literally like matte black. So I swear by this. Okay, the 9th Holy Grail I have, it's a bit broken because the lid came off, but this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun. This is my favourite bronzer of life. You won't be able to see it very well in my hand, but that's it there. And it's really funny not holding it like this. Because this is a mineralized skin finish by MAC, the powder itself is very finely milled, so it never looks cakey or anything on your skin. It also doesn't skip, like it doesn't look patchy either. It goes on really nicely onto the skin. It's very pigmented, so if you're very fair and you purchase this, be very careful. Like, don't have a heavy hand when applying it. Go very lightly, and I'd use like a big fluffy brush when using this. So I always use the Real Techniques blusher brush, and I always just swirl it into the product and then like apply it like around the perimeters of my face just to give me like a little bit of a bronze to my face. And yeah, I absolutely swear by this, and I think this is about £22–23 because it's a mineralized skin finish. Because it's a mineralized skin finish by MAC. But this is literally one of my favourite bronzers ever, and I use it when I'm fair and when I'm really tanned. I have it on today, I think. Yeah, I'm sure I have it on today. I can't remember. And this is also really nice to use into the crease of your eye because it really warms your eyes up, especially if you have blue or green eyes, because warmer tones with those sorts of eye colours really bring out the eye colour and make it pop. So yeah, I love this. It's such a universal product, and if you're on holiday or whatever, it's really nice to just dust this around like your collarbone or whatever. I do this quite a lot on an everyday occasion anyway, like say if I have a top on like I have on today. But I really love this product and I recommend it to everyone. Even if you have darker skin as well, it looks really nice as a subtle bronzer. I sometimes use it to contour with as well. I don't know if you can hear the ice cream van, but I can. Obviously I can, but okay. Okay, the last thing I want to mention is a pair of lashes. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I absolutely love eyeliner, and these are my favourite lashes ever. I have always repurchased these since I was like 16, something like that. These are the Eyeliner Dramatic number 202. These are very full and voluminous, as you'll be able to see. I use these literally all the time for a winged out liner, for a smoky eye cut crease. Even like if I would wear this with like the eye that I have on today, like just like no eyeshadow and that, because they literally just have a mind of their own, and I love these. As you can see, the girl on the back of the box is wearing them here, and I don't know, they just, I love them. If you have very small eyes, then maybe I wouldn't recommend them because they could close up your eye, but they're very sort of although they're very full, they're very sort of like the individual lashes themselves that are stacked are very sort of very fine, and they fan out quite a lot, so they probably might not close your eyes up, but it depends how small your eyes are basically. But if you curl them, then they'll really help like open your eyes up. But I really think that with eyeliner lashes, sometimes you have to sort of make them fit your eye sometimes. Like with some lashes you can just put them on and you're good to go, but with eyeliner I always find that I have to snip a little bit off at the end, and sometimes I have to curl them just to sort of, so they don't like fall down. Like I always stick my lashes so they're going upwards more, like what I have on today, instead of them like shooting down. Like you always want your lashes to normally like feather upwards instead of downwards. But yeah, I would always like trim these and sometimes curl them depending on what they're like when I take them out the box. But these are my favourite Holygrail lashes, and I will always repurchase them, especially if I need a pair of lashes really quickly, like if I'm going out or whatever. I know that these will never let me down, and these will always look good on my eyes because I have very big eyes and I always like to wear a really dramatic lash. I don't really like small lashes. I don't know if you've gathered that by now. And they're only like, well, sometimes they're on sale for like £5, but the most expensive that I've ever seen them is £7.10, so not bad considering you have like Huda Beauty lashes and that are like £15. The Lily lashes are like £29, and you even have some lashes that are more expensive than that. So I think £7 is pretty good, and they do last a few wears, not as many as other lashes, but I really love these, and they're so handy because they're so convenient. Like you can walk into Boots, grab these, you're good to go, or into Tesco, any supermarket, whereas most other lash brands you can't really get in the supermarket, which is a bit annoying, and having to wait for them to arrive from when you order them online. And that was my last product. I would have mentioned the Inglot 77 gel liner, but I need to order a new one, so if I was to do another one of these videos then I would mention that. But apart from that, that's all I have for you today. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. So take care, bye!